Alright y'all, so as you just saw right there, broke a stick, scared everything out. But as you can see, I got that tree stand hung. It's really tough in these summer times, summertime heat, especially in July, like end of July. Whew, it gets hot. But I got that tree stand hung. It's safe. I like it. It's about 30 yards off the edge of this food plot right here behind me. There's a huge red oak right in the center of this. A bunch of little white oaks, and then sprinkled out throughout these woods there's a bunch, and it's kind of just a ridge point. I know it's a good spot that those deer travel, so I'm excited for this little hidey hole food plot. I'm gonna set a cell camera up over here, and hopefully that'll give me some indication of what's around. But now we're to the food plot. So what I'm trying today is Evolved Harvest. I've never used it. I've heard some good things about it. I know that people use it and get some great results, but I'm using this Clover Pro food plot seed. So this Clover Pro has ladino, white clover, and some red clover. So I believe that red clover is supposed to grow a little bit faster than the ladino, but once it's in and hopefully get some growth, it should come back year after year as long as I take care of it. And then I'm also I got this little Radish Pro pH booster, not pH booster. I've also got this Radish Pro that I'm going to mix in with it. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use about half of it. Hopefully these radishes will grow up and get a little bit of that browse while this clover is established. Because essentially I want this to be a clover food plot back in the woods. But if I can get some radishes going early, those deer really like to eat the tops of them. Hopefully they munch on these, leave the clover alone, then come hunting season I'll have a really good stand of clover. I'm just going to broadcast behind me. So you have this, it's a little less than an eighth of an acre, probably like a tenth. Right here, it's nice and open, getting some good sunlight. I've already got a little bit of clover and chicory established. So I'm going to broadcast this over top, and then I'm going to go ahead and pray that this rain comes in real heavy. I should have good seed to soil contact, and hopefully some of that stuff comes up. So once I broadcast, I'm going to go out and you can see some of these weeds. I'm going to knock down these weeds. Hopefully it lays on top of that clover, kind of acts as a little bit of some hay on top of it, keeps some of that moisture in, and hopefully we'll get some growth here in the next week or two. Alright, so this is supposed to be for 1/4 of an acre, so I shouldn't even use barely half of the bag. I might go a little heavy, especially since I've got a little bit of these radishes in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the spreader. I'm going to go light and just try to make as many passes as I can. That way I hopefully get some good full coverage. Let's go ahead and open this up. It's got a lot of seed coating on it with that yellow. Nice small seed. And then now I've got this clover. Real nice small. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put my hand in there and mix it around a little bit. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get to spreading this stuff and then come back over top and weed eat. Alright guys, so just like that, put an hour's worth of hard work in, and hopefully it pays dividends come fall. It seems like around here, I know a lot of those really high pressured states. I consider Virginia one of them, especially once I start running dogs. I know those deer like to become pretty reclusive, but that's why I try to focus on these food plots that I can get early season, because it seems like October, that's when you go to get them. I killed a deer 2 years ago, October 9th in the morning, and I killed my deer last year, October 18th in the afternoon. So right there on that mid-October range, if you can get one kind of patterned, or you have any idea, put yourself out there, man. You might get lucky. I'll go ahead and show y'all what it looks like out here, seed coverage wise. So like I said, there is actually a little bit of clover and chicory growing. Whew, it's hot. So here's a little section. So you can see right here, there's some clover growing up in here. But you got a bunch of weeds still, but that's okay. There's some chicory out here too. But once you get over here in this thick area, I guess this gets the best sunlight and it holds a lot of moisture. I did nick off the tops of them, but there's a lot of clover down in here. There's some clover right here. A little bit of clover all over the place in here. And that tree stands right there. So if all works, hopefully I'll be able to at least slock a doe off of this thing. But hope y'all enjoyed watching. Go out there and do your own food plots. They help a lot. Even if you're not hunting over them like that tree stand behind me, if you can just use them to kind of funnel deer, it works. A little bit of hard work, a little bit of money, you can make it happen even with some hand tools. So alright guys, so as you can see behind me, here's one of my best food plots on the entire property. As you can see, it's got just a little bit of everything in it. It's got chicory, clover, turnips, corn, soybeans, sorghum, brassicas, radishes. I don't know what else it's got in it. But as you can see, it's pretty messed up. But given it's a little opening in the back of the woods, that's going to be a little kill plot, hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and rake this up because we got a good thunderstorm coming in. And this is probably the farthest point of our property to where I really think that if I can get back here sometime during the rut, it'll be a killer spot to sit all day. I mean, it's got a natural funnel. It goes right down into the neighbor's vineyard. As you can see, it's real thick. That's part of the problem. I came in here, tried cutting down a whole bunch of trees, opening up the canopy, and it didn't really do much, but there's definitely a little bit of bedding down here over the hill. I think I'm going to go ahead. I said I would, so I'm going to go ahead and rake up this food plot to the best of my abilities. It's just going to take a little bit of hard work scratching up the dirt. I'm going to put this clover seed out there and a little bit of that radishes, and like I said in one of my other plots, I'm really hoping these radishes grow pretty quickly. The deer target them, let that clover get established, and then hopefully that clover come in real nice. But I'm going to try to take advantage of having some time off and make the best of it. So I'm going to go ahead and get to raking, and then I'll get to spreading the seed. That's some hard stuff. That red clay. But it's broken up a little better than it was. Like you said, it took about 10 minutes. Well, I need to lose some weight too. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave the grass there. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my seed and go spread that. But I'm gonna go a little heavy because I know some of it's not gonna germinate. So. Alright, I've got this Evolved Harvest Clover and some of these little Radish Pros. Do a little mix. Now it's going to take me all about 10 seconds to do this. Okay. I've also got a little bit of fertilizer, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that out too. Alright guys, so that food plot, this little mini one is done. And the last thing I'm gonna do is drive around in it. Try to make sure that this seed gets the best chance possible of being down in the soil. Or as I said, concrete. I'm just gonna do a couple circles and let it eat, see what happens. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Hope everybody else out there is having some luck finding some deer. Maybe y'all are having better luck than me and already got them on your place. But I'm sure I'll get some moving here in the next month or two, especially once the beans dry up. Early October, I should be going pretty good. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, gotta get going.